Do you want to go for another half an hour and give us the last question?
Yes, welcome back to the Bray and Ethan podcast for episode 111.
111.
It's pretty lucky, they say.
Not 222 like Richie Benno, but we'll get there in double amount of time.
Yeah, we'll get there eventually. And of course, it's all thanks to Skinbro. You can use code Bray and Ethan20 for 20% off. It's www.skinbro.com, and the essentials kit is $54.99, Ethan.
Yeah, we have one
Right down there.
off the camera, but yeah, beautiful. So $54.99. You can grab that.
And then Hat Locker, you can also use that same code for 20% off at www.hatlocker.com.au. Got a NRL hat for the first time in the studio this morning.
We haven't had an NRL hat, I don't think. So, yeah, beauty.
And of course, the McLaren Daniel Ricciardo hat from 2021 or 2022, I think.
You love that.
Yep, I've already got one at home. And of course, Cheetah Clothing. We've got our old school shirts on from last year or the year before. I think it was the year before.
2022,
Yeah, 2 years ago. And I can tell you the new drop is quality.
I think these ones are still available as well.
Probably are, but the new ones are a step up from these quality-wise, which is good.
Now, it's hard to beat the timing of Bryce last week coming in and then debuting without notice. But
well, he probably found out why he was leaving the studio last week. He was on the phone to Adam Voges on the way out.
Can confirm. But this man, he's had a summer to remember in his own right. Joel Curtis, welcome.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me.
Now, podcasting is not new to you at all, having hosted your own one. Go on and give it a plug. Any special guests that you've had on it?
Yeah, geez, that's it been a while since I've done that, but yeah, definitely enjoyed it when I got it started. And as you know, it's like hard work but it's very enjoyable.
Yeah.
But yeah, probably best one I did was with Chris Rogers.
Yeah.
He has a great mindset and obviously knowledge about the game of cricket.
Yeah.
So yeah, his was probably the best, I reckon.
So he's still the under-19s coach or whatever it was?
He's head coach of Victoria.
Victoria nowadays. Yeah. So that would have been a good insight.
Yeah. I noticed a shared guest from when we go way back. Jason Sanger, you also had on.
Yep. Yep. I've got to know him over the few years I've spent in Darwin. Got to play with him, which was really awesome just to see how he goes about things. And yeah, he's a top bloke, as you know. So
yeah,
I reckon, he was probably one of our first cricket guests. I reckon we had 2019, 2020.
Back when he was sort of, I feel like that was straight after he captained
the under-19 World Cup.
19,
yeah,
so.
And he was one of the top blokes out there. So
yeah.
Shout out to Jason Sanger.
Twisting wires if everyone wants to go tune in. But we're here to chat mostly about your cricket. Having said that, though, Swan Districts played in the 2018 Colts Grand Final, which is unbelievable. How did
Touchy subject it would be.
Yeah. How did you balance footy and cricket in your early days? And some of those names in the Swan Districts team, pretty notable.
Yeah, no, that's bringing back the memories, mate. Yeah, it didn't really feel too much of like, I have to balance one another. I generally just played cricket and footy like most of my childhood and just did it because I enjoyed it.
It's like everyone.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. But it usually, like, it looked a bit different. Like I was in a few pathway things in cricket and I wasn't really in footy. I was a bit of a late developer, so my footy didn't really start getting good until I was like maybe year 12 when I got asked to go down to Swans and started playing Colts and was able to compete with some of the men. So yeah, up until then and then when I was maybe, I reckon, 19, when I was actually doing my first like proper pre-season of footy at Swans, that's when I sort of had to choose, and that's when I went to the UK for the first time to play cricket, and that was 6 years ago now, and I haven't played footy since, so just been full-time cricket.
And did you only, I guess, go down to Swans in what, year 12? Is that just because you were a late grower and your body grew a bit late compared to others?
Quite late.
Yeah.
Or did you just have a breakout season or something?
No, I was always good at football, but I was always like a lot smaller than everyone else, and obviously I was in a few development things at Swans, but just I guess never was able to compete at that level, being smaller. But yeah, when I got to year 11 and 12, I started to actually grow and being able to compete with those guys that with bigger bodies and started to actually grow into myself, which helped with my game a lot. And I think it was, played a few school games and there was a few coaches watching and did well, and then they asked me to come down and kind of just went from there.
and you sort of in and out a few WA cricket programs. Were you always a keeper?
No. So I kept in like up until like under 13s and just did it like as a rotation thing and enjoyed it. And then I started like captaining the junior teams at Midland Guildford and just sort of went away from keeping and just focused on batting and I guess being a captain and things like that. So and then didn't pick it up again until I was 17, I think. So
just came naturally back to you.
Well, it was kind of just like a natural thing. I saw an opportunity at Perth Cricket Club. Like the first grade keeper was about to retire, so I was like, well, I'm only a batter. Like usually want to do something else. I couldn't bowl, so I was like, may as well get back into keeping, and I enjoyed it. So just kept at it and enjoyed working hard at it. So
well, as we've mentioned, I guess both so far, you've obviously done a bit of travelling, played in Darwin and over at Middlesex as well over the recent years. So I guess how's those experiences been, travelling, playing in different conditions to what you used to here in Perth?
Yeah, like they've been the best sort of memories of my life so far. Like you think back of, I guess playing cricket's really fun, but it's always the off-field memories that you get along the way with your mates and winning games and I guess the experience of like another country and going to Darwin and seeing their culture up there.
The humidity up there.
Yeah,
Couldn't
that's
think
for
of
sure.
anything worse to play cricket in.
Oh, I know. But it's actually, the dry season's quite nice. I actually enjoy it. It's good change. But UK's been some of the best times of my life. Just playing a good bunch of blokes and obviously getting better and playing cricket. So,
did you know anyone when you went over there?
No, not really. So my cricket coach at the time, Tom Scholar, he connected me with the club over there.
Is that who he played for?
So he's played in the Middlesex League before.
Yeah.
And then he sort of like did a bit of coaching in this club and like, look, and he was actually going over that same year to play at the club. So we're going to play at the same club.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm keen to go over and play. Only knew him, but basically, 19 sort of packing your bags and going over a different country to live by yourself. So it was pretty exciting. Yeah.
Take you long to settle in?
A little bit, yeah. Like I was living in London, so it was like, wow, this place is like massive. There's so much going on. So it was pretty exciting as a 19-year-old. But halfway during that first season, I actually moved clubs and went up north where it was a lot quieter and there wasn't much going on. It was raining a lot and I was by myself a lot, and that's when I started to get a bit homesick. So, but it was good experience.
So what was the go that work-wise and that over there? Or was it just cricket?
Yeah, it's mainly just cricket. Like I think I was getting paid £150 a week in London, which doesn't get you far, but you pick up a bit of coaching and do a bit of groundskeeping and stuff, and the boys usually shout you a few beers after the game. So
welcome you in.
So you get by and you're just enjoying yourself playing cricket, and they help you out a bit. But
especially at that age, no real pressures to probably look after anyone apart from yourself.
Yeah, that's right.
But dominant would probably be an understatement for how you went in the Middlesex League in 2022. What clicked? Because you averaged over 80, scoring 1,242 runs.
It's big.
Yeah, so that was actually the second year that I went there. That was after COVID.
So because COVID stopped you for 2 years and then you went back.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was so I went there in like 2019. Then when COVID happened, was here, and then went to Darwin for a season during the COVID, and then after, went back, was able to go back. But I guess what clicked, I don't know, it was just like, I guess it felt like a few years of a lot of hard work that I've done with, Tom with my batting and just like overall, I guess, enjoyment and just, I guess, sports people talk about getting in the zone, and I was just able to get into a good mindset. Everything sort of just came together and was able to get on a bit of a roll. I think, there was one game where I got dropped on maybe like 10, and then I went on to get 400s in a row. So like,
need a bit of luck.
Yeah, you do need a bit of luck.
Is it true in one of your tons you brought it up with a 6 while also winning the game? Is that accurate?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I think we needed
it's like Glenn Maxwell the World Cup.
Yeah, I think it was like 4 runs to win or something, and I was on 95. And the guy at the other end, he was just like, mate, may as well just go for a 6. Like, we were going to win the game anyway. So lucky it came off, and yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Or even Travis Head in the New Year's Eve Big Bash game. What was that?
That's
Probably nearly 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Something like that. Well, you've been a regular in the WA second 11 side, but when Josh Philippi went over to India this summer, did you think that Shield opportunity could be on?
Yeah, I kind of felt like I was close. Obviously, I think I got in the first second 11 game in Adelaide, I got 50 odd and like a 30 odd, and then it was that game where I got 100 at the Wacker. I wasn't even meant to open the batting. It was because Jaden Goodwin was over with the Shield team, and the coach was like, look, he's flying back on day 1 of the game. If he's not back in time, you're going to open the batting. So I was like, all right. So it was kind of just like a opportunity, and then we got sent into bat that day and ended up, playing really well and got 100, and then kind of thought, maybe a chance. And things just sort of worked out nicely.
So how did you find out about the Shield debut? So, because, as you're not a contracted player, I imagine they get in contact with you or Perth or that sort of thing.
Voges actually called me. He sort of, I went down to training early on the week, and kind of like, if you're at training, like, there's a chance of getting picked in the team. So, sort of had an idea, and then, he called me. I think it was on a Thursday arvo. He gave me a call and just said congrats and well done and all that good stuff. So and then
get your kit and that fly over. Must happen pretty quick.
Yeah, it does. It does. Happens very fast. Yeah, you grab all your kit, sort you out with helmets and everything else is sort of done for you, and then you just sort of, I guess, get on the plane.
Yeah. Well, Cam Bancroft presented your cap. Take us through that moment, knowing no matter what, you've represented the state in the highest way possible.
Yeah, it was a pretty surreal moment. My parents were there, which was really awesome to have them be like in the huddle when he was presenting the cap. I'm pretty sure they were probably a bit more excited than I was. But I guess you just, in the moment, you're just really excited and kind of like, how good's this? Like, you didn't think this would happen, but it's just sort of happened as well. So, it was a very good moment, and obviously having some like really awesome people around you like Cam Green was in the team, and like you're versing like Khawaja and Labuschagne, you're just like, wow, this is actually happening. So it was a pretty awesome moment.
I bet. Well, you got a pretty good first nut from Gurinder Sandhu, but other than that, how do you feel the game went? Feelings, I guess, getting the ball in the glove early on, etc.
Yeah, I was a bit nervous. It was good that we bowled first because I was able to get in the game, keeping. But after a few overs, I felt pretty comfortable. I've kept to a few of the bowlers before, but obviously, it wasn't ideal first ball, but it was kind of like, welcome to first class cricket, I guess. But kind of Sam Whiteman said to me after, he's like, "Oh, welcome to the club, mate. I got a duck in my first game too," so that kind of made me feel a bit better.
How's it playing at the Gabba?
Yeah, it's awesome. It's an awesome like stadium. It's a bit hard sometimes because like the seats in the background.
I was going to say that annoys me watching.
Yeah,
especially when there's no one there as well.
That's right.
Yeah.
But you can hear people talk in the crowd because it's like pretty
echoes.
Quiet. But no, it's pretty similar wicket to the Wacker in a way in terms of the bounce and carry. So. It was a good experience. Yeah,
good to keep at. Taking it up at least above your waist.
Yeah, that's
your
right.
head sometimes as well.
Which
would be nice. And had some Perth teammates on the sidelines as well.
Yes, I did. It was Liam Guthrie who played at Perth. He was 12th man for Queensland, and obviously playing with Sam Fanning as well, which was really good.
Yep, would have felt comfortable.
I feel like it's quite rare for a keeper to. Obviously, like a keeper's going to debut, but like. You don't see it a lot because obviously in the Shield team or any cricket, sort of a mainstay position. So it's quite rare, I reckon. There's not probably doesn't happen as many as compared to other batters, bowlers, etc.
Yeah, as a thing, like there's only one spot in the team, but if you do get in there, then hopefully you're in there for a while. So
and that experience and I guess being around WA cricket in general a lot of late, has that sort of given you hope that more opportunity will come, even potentially a contract or anything like that?
Yeah, hopefully. That's always been the goal. So, yeah, like it's been obviously like at the start of the season, I got added into the academy. So that was just like a small group of us, just in the pre-season, just training, and just obviously having access to coaches that have played for Australia. It's just takes your game to another level. So that's been really awesome for my development and getting opportunities. Like I was able to go away to Brisbane on a pre-season tour and versus Tasmania. And that was really good for my experience and just like, trying to get used to that next level up. So yeah, it's been awesome just being at training and all those things and getting access to better coaches, which has been really good.
What would you say if people ask, like, would you say sort of aspiring professional cricketer, semi-professional cricketer? Because you're sort of in the setup and you're doing it enough, especially when you're travelling. So what would you? It's a bit of a hard one.
I guess your job role isn't a professional cricketer.
No, I wouldn't say. It's hard to say.
Aspiring.
I guess.
Probably the right word.
Well, about 3 weeks ago, you guys at Perth took home the T20 flag, making a 50 yourself. Comparisons to that win from the 2-day win you won in 22-23?
It was a 1-day flag. I think we got it wrong. I got my bad, but yeah. Yeah,
it was too. Yep.
Yeah, 2-day final we won last year, and then 1-day final a few weeks ago.
When you see 160, I automatically thought it was a T20 flag. When you see the score, but how was it?
Yeah, that was amazing game. It was a bit different to the 2-day final, just because Perth Cricket Club haven't won A grade 2-day final in like 70 odd years. So that was a massive moment for the club. And the 1-day final was just as good. Like to scrape by and get like 160, and then for us to like roll through them was. Yeah, every wicket was...
Played Basie, didn't you?
Yeah. Versus Bayswater again. So they're always a tough opposition. There's always definitely, a lot more going on with sledging and stuff. So, it was an amazing win, and it was good for the club again to win a flag, because the club has been so successful the last 10 years, making finals most years, but I guess just never gone all the way.
Yeah, what's the feeling like making 160 at the innings rate? Obviously, you've contributed yourself, but is it hard? Was it hard to keep the confidence levels up, or did you sort of sense that if we get a few early, as you did, that you're right in it?
Yeah, it kind of was like the feelings were pretty neutral. I think everyone knew if we got a few wickets early, they would be packing themselves in the change room. So, and we knew from the 2-day final, we got a few wickets and were able to sort of go through them. And obviously the wicket was doing quite a bit, so it was suited to our bowlers as well. So, as soon as we got kind of that first wicket, we were like, oh, wow, this is going to be good.
Yeah. Celebrations, how were they? It was on a Sunday night, so did that restrict you guys at all?
Was that Australia Day weekend?
Yes, it was. Yeah, I think Australia Day was Friday.
On the Sunday?
Yeah.
So you played on the Sunday?
Yeah.
Whoa.
No,
so
it was...
You would have been pretty dusty by the time it got to Sunday night.
Oh, well, we played on Saturday as well,
true.
So a bit of a quiet one on Friday. But, it was good. I think most boys booked the day off before the game the next day. So, we all just went back to the club and settled in there for a while. And the president enjoys it just as much as we do. So he opened up the bar for us. And, everyone was back at the club. So it was an enjoyable night.
Top of the table at the moment as well. So there's obviously another flag is hopefully on the agenda. Plans for the back half of the season, and even for you, what your winter and that may look like?
Only a few more games left. So it would just be, I think if we win this weekend, I think we're ready on top for the rest of the year. But I think if a few of our grades win this weekend or this game, we'll win the club championships, I think. Yeah. Well, I think it puts us into a good position for that.
Does that count for juniors as well, or is it just the 4 senior grades?
Top 4 grades,
yeah. Okay.
Which is really good for the club. So that's obviously another goal for everyone at training, to keep working hard. But obviously just keep the momentum going into finals and just keep doing what we've been doing all year, and hopefully can put it together in the finals again. And I guess, after the season would just be, having a good break and switching off from the game. It's been, pretty busy schedule this year. So, and just like nurse, I've got a bit of a bad back. So trying to get
traveling.
Yeah, I've got a bit of travel plans. Me and my partner plan to go to Melbourne and New Zealand in April.
Yeah.
And then possibly Bali in like June, I think. So, a little bit, but just be back here and getting back into work.
So not going to Middlesex?
Nah, not this year.
Dominated there already. Broke too many records.
It's been a great experience going there, but it's a bit of a big commitment. To go there for the full 6 months. Possibly last season I went to Darwin for the Strike League, which is just a 5-week competition. Yeah. So possibly might go back there again. Yeah. But just back into pre-season after a break.
Yep. Well, you quit being an electrician to become a personal trainer. So how does that, I guess, fit around cricket? And I guess you can feel free to have a plug if you want.
So I guess after school thought I wanted to be a sparky, but I quickly realised I was like, geez, I don't want to be doing this the rest of my life. So I did my PT course online and then just went into that just to, I guess, help my lifestyle be able to play cricket and go away and things like that. So it's kind of just evolved from there, and now it's been really good because if I kind of had another job, it probably would be pretty tough to play cricket because kind of like, oh, can you come to training here, or you got to go away for this 4-day game here. So it's been really good, being a PT and that flexibility. But I think I've been a PT for maybe 3 or 4 years now. Just work at a gym locally in Osborne Park called Scott's Gym. But it's something I really enjoy, helping other people, and something that I'm passionate about as well. So
people can do one-on-ones if they want. So
how
do they do that?
So obviously I do one-on-one training with people, also online training as well. But mostly just helping people get strong, reach their goals, and it's pretty good, enjoyable.
Yeah, I bet. Instagram Q&As, of course, at Bray and Ethan on Instagram or Twitter if you want, anywhere. We'll start off with the first one. I_love _haircuts 1 2 3 4. Why does he get his haircut so often?
Oh, this is definitely a burner account, isn't it? No, I've had long hair for a few years now, so I thought it was getting a bit hot and just was due for a change, and just got it done.
Had long hair in the Shield debut. But decided to cut it off. I think it's the same account, but it seems like a change of username overnight. _lover 22. What secret potion in his tea he drinks?
Oh yeah, I definitely know who this is. I just enjoy a good hot chocolate at night. Not so much in summer, but just something that's. I was on this. It was called Adrenal Switch, and it has like a bit of zinc and magnesium in it, which just helps you go to sleep. And a few of the boys just turned it into a bit of bant, and now I have this magic potion tea. It's just turned into banter.
Lucas Woodgate 11. What impact has Skulls at Cricket Mentoring had on your career?
Yeah, great question. He's had a big impact and helped me get to where I am today for sure. I think, I got in contact with him when I was like 16, 17, and he took me under his wing and I guess has been a big mentor in my life and cricket. And he hooked me up with my playing cricket in the UK and Darwin as well. But he's just, and obviously my batting as well, and was able to play with him at Perth Cricket Club. He moved from Melbourne to Perth when I started playing first grade. But it's just helped me, I guess think and like help me improve like my mindset and to be able to play the best cricket I can. But he's been a big mentor in my life.
F_Scullion 20. Best spinners you've faced and why?
Best spinners I've faced.
Any notable names?
Yeah, Liam O'Connor, I always find him tough to play from Bayswater.
Of course, BBL champion.
Yeah. Nathan Freeman from Tasmania, he's been pretty good. Yeah. Or Ashton Agar's pretty hard to face in the net sometimes. Yeah, there's some good spinners. Matthew Spores was pretty tough to face this year.
Yep.
When versing Scarborough. But yeah, I guess that's probably it, I reckon.
Yeah.
Shout out to Finn Scullion as well. He only left a couple of days ago from Perth to go back to England. He came and played at our cricket club, Swanath.
Overseas?
Yeah, he's from England.
Yeah, cool.
He left on Wednesday night because he had to go back and get an MRI on his shoulder.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's been bowling too much. All the most overs in the whole club throughout the summer so far. And he's been wanting to come on the podcast all summer. I'm like, mate, you need to score 100 and take a 5 in the same game, and then I'll consider. But he never did, batting at 11. Kai_Brown22. What's it like being in the Rod Marsh Keeping Academy?
Yeah, so that's been awesome this year as well. So after Rod Marsh passed away, the government funded the WACA, I don't know how much money, but to launch this academy to help all the wicket keepers out in WA. And that's just allowed me to get access to one of the wicket keeping coaches at the WACA. And I think, I get like 36 one-on-one sessions of wicket keeping across the year. So I guess just that extra training as a wicket keeper is very beneficial. Just like more volume and just improving your skills. So it's been awesome to be a part of that. And it's one of those other things that's just helped me along the way.
So that's all like Premier Cricket keepers throughout the state?
Yeah, so there was a few keepers that like get the one-on-one sessions, and then I think a lot of the juniors were going in
so
groups and
get thing as well.
Yeah, so it's from like young age and helping keepers along the way. So it's a very good academy.
Yeah. Another one from Kai. Favourite ground or travel spot cricket has taken you?
Jeez, I'm gonna say probably England, just because like I obviously didn't play there, but like being able to go to Lords and watch cricket.
Yeah.
But in terms of playing, I probably reckon the recent trip Tasmania, we played at a ground there, and there was a big mountain in the background, and that was really good to play at.
Is that in Hobart? Or
Hobart. Yeah.
Okay. Because I've been seeing a couple of videos of Jacob Lansmere filming for Sport FM down there for the current couple of games down there at the moment, and he's just been loving the scenery down there. I must admit, it does look nice.
Yeah.
It's a very nice place.
Yeah. Jack_Austin14. Did it take you long to settle into the Shield game with some of the names around you? Surely they let you keep the kit.
Kind of covered it, but
yeah.
The kit is in the playing kit.
Yeah.
Got to keep it all. So
that's good.
We might need it again.
Hopefully. It was. I found it pretty easy to settle in. Like I said, it was good to bowl first, but then during the game I kind of like was like, oh wow, I'm like keeping and Uzi's batting and things like that. I remember playing games of backyard cricket and pretending to bat like him. So you kind of like switch on and switch off a bit and realise it. But no, it was pretty easy to lock in.
I'm assuming Cam Green's fielding in the cordon with you.
Yeah, that's right.
Did anyone? I know you were out there for a short amount of time, but did anyone give you a bit of lip when you were batting?
No, they actually, I don't know, they didn't say anything at all.
Yeah.
It was kind of, it's almost a weird one where no one's, I guess, really talking much. So I probably would have, I don't know, maybe it would have helped me. I don't mind getting sledged. So
even not Marnus, he wasn't chirping out there.
No,
he's always loud when he plays for Australia. So
actually, he did when I walked out. He's like
not necessarily sledging, but just being that loud, annoying voice out in the field.
Yeah, he's like that when he bats as well. Like he's like when he's batting, he's like singing these songs in between balls, and he's humming to himself, and you just like, this is kind of like how he is on TV.
So I think you were about to say he did something, or was?
Yeah, he just asked me like when I walked out of bay, he's like, you lefty or righty, and that's about it. So
I know obviously the WA boys would be really welcoming, but does the thought ever come like, I don't know, trotting on people's toes like other contracted players in the WA squad, like in that sort of sense, like not that you don't feel welcomed, but like, I don't know.
Yeah, no,
If you
I know what you mean.
Like,
yeah.
Like not taking their position because there probably is no other keeper that was available, but like, yeah.
Yeah, I guess like it can be awkward at times, but at the end of the day, it's just like it's a business. At the end of the day, it's like it's pretty cutthroat. So you just got to take the opportunity, and everyone understands what it's like. So, but WA cricket is like the culture there is like awesome. So like no matter who it is, they make you feel welcome and they don't make you feel like excluded or they're better than you. Like Cam Green, for example, he's a very humble person. So they all have time to get to know you and make you feel welcome. So definitely like, don't feel like an intruder or anything like that, which is
especially
awesome.
like with grey cricket, you're versing every other team almost every weekend, and like they'd get to know you. They'd know who you are anyway. So
that's right.
It's not like you've just come from nowhere.
At the end of the day, like you said, it's a business. They're trying to get the best result.
That's right.
So you got to take the best, I guess, players available for those positions.
Exactly.
And clearly, you being an uncontracted player, were the best keeper that was available to play. So got to go with the best side available. The quiz. Last week we had our first
non-10.
Non-10, yes.
What is non-10?
Bryce got 9.
What, for his stats?
No, yeah, well, for the total question. So you can get a possible of 14. So Hamish McKenzie, Josh Vernon and Sam Greer all got 10. And then Bryce last week got 9. So that's the leaderboard so far for this year. I think the best we've had is 12 with the current format of the quiz. That was last year. We had 4 guys get to 12. So we would say 12 would be an eagle, you could say. 10 is about the par.
Okay.
So technically Bryce got a bogey.
I'll try my best.
Take your time if you want.
Yeah. Question number 1. Your highest score from all of your 21 games this season. What is it?
This year, 113.
Correct.
Against the ACT, the WA second 11.
Who makes that team up for ACT?
It's just a mixture of Canberra and Sydney. Actually, no, this year, so it has been a mixture of like Sydney and Canberra people, but this year they've gone Canberra local now.
Okay. So they've got their own premier
Yeah.
side league there, do they?
Yeah,
Or
and then
like 4 clubs or something.
I don't know, but not many. But
Yeah.
I think their plan is to have a contracted like professional team in the coming years. So
Yeah,
yeah,
probably should.
One
Question number
from
2.
one.
Good
Question
start.
number 2. True or false, you were averaging over 50 with the bat from these 21 games?
I am averaging over 50.
True or false?
True.
True. 51.29.
Very handy average. 2 from 2, absolutely flying so far. Question number 3, you had 18 innings in the Middlesex League in 2022. How many centuries did you hit?
This might be a tough one because I don't know if it counts like the cup games or just the league games.
Don't know.
I'm going to say 4.
Well, we've got something else.
Have you got 6?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I think the 6, I don't know if that was counting the league games or not.
We'll give you a point. We didn't say 6 and you.
Yeah, exactly. You still guessed it, so.
3 from 3.
Yep.
Question number 4. You've taken 40 catches this season from 21 games. How many of these catches have been without the gloves on?
3.
Wow, he's got it for
I remember all of them because I'm not a keeper.
4 from 4, absolutely flying. You see Alex Carey took 8 catches the other day?
I did.
That is unreal. And the only other 2 wickets were bowled.
Yeah.
Like,
That's a good day out, isn't it?
Yeah, clearly the bowlers are doing something very, very right to just get the snick off. But then there were a couple, I think 2 or 3 of them were just hot top edges and he's had to get underneath it.
There was a few good catches in
Yeah,
there.
there were very good catches. Question number 5. How many of these 40 catches did you take on your Shield debut?
4.
Correct. 5 from
5 from 5.
Flying.
He seemed not confident before, but we're doing well. Number 6. How many 4s did you hit in that 58 you made in the one-day final?
I'm going to say 4.
5.
Incorrect. 5.
Very close. 5 from 6. Question number 7. In what over of the innings did you guys bowl Bayswater out to win the flag?
22?
30th over.
30th.
29.3 overs.
Jeez.
Still fairly
Good
early.
questions. Good questions.
Still 5 from 7. Still good. We still got 3 questions, and one of them's worth 5. So
One of them's worth 5.
the last one, yep.
Question number 8. According to my cricket, the last time you bowled an over for Perth was in what season?
Oh my god.
You can. We'll count the grade. Oh, do we want to count the grade if he says that? Or would that be easy?
I'm gonna
See
say
if you can get the season.
2017, 18.
Correct.
He's got it.
Really?
Yep.
Third grade.
Third grade. I can't even remember what I was bowling.
Do you remember what the game was like? Or
Nah.
so you guys are struggling? Were there a couple of injuries? Or
You've taken a 4 for. I was looking at your bowling stats. Took 4 for 14.
Yeah,
Those figures.
Yeah.
never bowled again after
That
that?
was under 14's grand final.
Okay.
I think I actually got Hamish McKenzie out that day.
Oh,
Take that.
Right.
We're back to 6 from 8. Question number 9. In 21 and 22, and then 23, 22, 23, you had a consecutive run of getting caught out an equal record time of your for an equal time of your career. The number is the same. What is it?
So how many times we got caught in
getting
a row?
caught out in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah.
same amount of times in both seasons consecutively.
Jeez, I don't know. I didn't know this was a stat, but I'm gonna guess maybe 6 times.
7.
7. Jeez, I do get caught a lot.
At least you're not getting bowled. So you take that.
No, I do get caught a lot.
All right.
7.
6 from 9 on to the last question worth 5 points. So this could take you to 11 if you get the 5, which will
So-
take you to outright top
Yeah.
of the leaderboard.
Across your entire cricket career, according to my cricket, how many teams have you represented? 5 points if you bang on, 4 points if you're within 3,
jeez.
3 points within 5, 2 points within 10, and a point for anything outside of that.
There's been a lot of teams if you're going back that far.
And this is my cricket, so this wouldn't count England. It'd only be games in Australia, would it
I
not?
think, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
In
right.
Australia. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. You double checking?
Yeah, I'm
It
just
is.
saying if it is only.
Now, there was one last week that Bryce just didn't completely think about, which is a team, which I can see it's the same one as what he would have been. Well, he was in, but he didn't think of.
So that would include like second 11 and Shield.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with 8.
12.
12.
So
3 points.
3 points. That takes you to 9 as well.
Takes you to 9. Yeah, so it was 12, apparently.
So get the list up if you still have it up. So
So-
Midland Guildford,
Yeah.
Perth,
Perth, Nightcliff. Oh, it does say Nightcliff, but it
Oh,
doesn't
that's
say.
Darwin. I forgot to count that.
Yes. Kalamunda, Junior Kalamunda, Senior, Swanath, Lesmurdy,
Oh, yeah.
Albany and Districts Cricket Association, WA, Metro North East, Waka Metro,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Northern
yeah,
Tide.
Wacker Metro is the one I was thinking of that
Yeah.
Bryce didn't think about.
Oh,
What's that?
That's what the junior sort of carnival, Wacker carnival things
What,
were
you
called.
play the country sides? Country week?
Nah, it used to be split up into zones, so like you'd have like a south versus north,
Yeah, okay.
and kind of just like the best juniors would go into that.
Is that a trial?
Yeah,
thing?
just like trial games for like state 15s and things like that.
Yeah, okay. Solid. Well, yeah.
You're not
you
dead
could-
last.
Yeah, you're not dead last,
It was a very
but you're
good
equal
start.
last.
I know.
And you were close on a lot of ones, like the 7 times caught. You said 6, and you did well to get the question about last time you bowled an over for Perth.
That was a complete random guess.
But yeah, you did well overall. How many? Again, like you were one off. How many 4s did you hit in that 58? You said 4 when it was 5. So
Not bad.
it is. Yeah, it's impressive.
Thank you.
Well, of course, we'll say thanks to Skinbro, Hat Locker, and Cheetah Clothing. Their links will be in the show notes with the discount codes and a link to the website. If you're listening on Spotify or Apple, of course, you can watch on YouTube and vice versa. Remember to subscribe, like, 5-star rating. It's nice. Looks good. I think Bryce gave us a 5-star.
I think he did. I think
last
Sam
week.
did as well. So maybe the pressure's on Joel to get a hat trick.
Yeah, might have to jump on. But Joel, thanks again, and all the best for the rest of the summer. And hopefully a flag will be coming your way in the 2-day final.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me.